Today's limited video is 2 feet under.
Space Coconut.
Midnight at the graveyard. Fog lingers at the wrought iron gates as 4 drunken teens climb over and drop to the ground, stumbling and laughing. They sneak past rows of headstones, cracking a few more beers in the darkness. The fog clears ahead to reveal a steaming open grave, the coffin withered, the lid askew. The girls want to go back to the bonfire party they left, but the boys won't be swayed. The lid is practically off anyways. Mark and Eric throw it open as Jackie and Maureen scream. Jackie is relieved when she opens her eyes to an empty coffin, save for a pair of moldy old slippers. She begs Maureen to head back to the party with her. Mark teases the scared girls. Eric grabs Jackie from behind, coaxing her to stay with him. Maureen slams her beer and impulsively grabs the slippers out of the coffin as Mark cheers her on. But the lid slams closed. The ground shakes and groans violently. The 4 teens bolt for the gate, slippers still in hand, terrified to look back towards the growing sound of earth exploding and shifting. Eric trips and screams. A biting pain rips through his ankle. A flashlight blinds the terrified teens, adjusting to reveal an angry old gravedigger. The gate hangs open behind him. Mark hauls Eric up on his twisted ankle as the girls rush out of the gate. The teens sprint for the woods, rushing back to the safety of the party. Far from the graveyard, the teens begin to relax, comforted by the loud music and glow of the large bonfire ahead. The party is crowded, and soon Jackie loses sight of her friends, Eric showing off the slippers to the partygoers. Where are Mark and Maureen? On the edge of the woods, Mark and Maureen kiss passionately, tumbling to the ground in nervous laughter. Maureen suddenly screams in pain and begs Mark to stop. He's confused, until the ground explodes beneath him, bony hands grabbing his legs. He screams in agony, blood spurting from his missing extremities as his feet disappear into the earth. A bloody Maureen stumbles from the forest. Jackie sees her and screams as she realizes Maureen is missing a foot. Maureen falls forward, revealing her cracked and chewed skull. Jackie runs back to the crowd, desperate to find Eric. She begs to leave, but Eric wants to find Mark. They argue. Eric storms away from Jackie, but doesn't get far. A skeleton hand bursts through the soil and trips him. Jackie screams and rushes to help. The earth opens up to swallow Eric from the waist down when a hand grasps Jackie's heel. She slips out of her shoe, a set of black teeth consuming it whole. She runs for her life. Eric's lifeless torso is left in the dirt. Jackie rushes back to the crowd, screaming for everyone to take off their shoes. They laugh at her, until another victim screams. In the panic, Jackie spots the slippers on the picnic table but is caught in the mass exodus. People rush for the few remaining vehicles, desperate to leave. Jackie finally grasps the slippers and sprints for the tailgate of the last pickup, disappearing down the dirt road. The ground heaves as she leaps into the truck bed, flooded with relief, until the truck slams on its brakes, mounds of dirt slamming into the windshield. The driver attempts to reverse, but looks down to see the floorboards blown open, his foot severed. He's pulled violently through the floor of the cab as everyone else flees. Alone, Jackie climbs into the cab of the truck to find the gas pedal intact. She hits the gas, throttling backwards, spinning out. She floors it towards the graveyard. She can see the earth piling up in her rear view mirror as she burns a trail through the forest. The truck lights reveal the open grave ahead, catching the silhouette of the old gravedigger. Jackie throws herself from the cab, sobbing in relief and regret. He points to the slippers in her hand and shakes his head. Jackie throws them into the coffin and reaches down to close the lid. The last thing she hears is the swing of the shovel before it all goes black. The old gravedigger closes the lid on Jackie and begins to load dirt over the grave. He lets out an evil laugh, exposing rows of black teeth before resting his foot upon the gravestone. His slippers are still a perfect fit. This has been 2 feet under. If you liked what I did here, let me know in the comments below and like the video, and I'll do something similar for the rest of the videos in VHS. Until next time, I'm Space Coconut, and you're welcome.